Hello, lovely Virgos. Thank you very much for joining me for your November reading for 2018. I'm Lorian and it's a pleasure. Whoa, these are going really, really spinnicky for you guys. I don't know why. All right, let's get the big stuff out the way, shall we? It's Halloween and this is a general reading for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. So it will encompass the energies of all those elements in order to kind of give you a good reading of, every single area really. If you do want a reading pertaining to specific questions, such as, where's my career going? Does he love me back? All that kind of stuff. All you need to do is click the link below to my website and we'll get you sorted with the reading. I'm also, because it's heading into November, I will be doing full developmental manuscript edits. So within 6 days. So I have so much more time in November, which is really, really good. And I'm basically, interesting. I'm basically going to be having a lot of downtime and tarot working and writing working. So if you have a book that needs a second pair of eyes, let me know. Let me see. Okay. If I'm quiet, it's just because I'm trying to figure out the energies that are coming through to me, the sort of feelings that I'm getting here. I feel like it's half and half at this point in time. It's kind of like there's some of you who are out to work, or you're wanting to change your work, or you're desperately trying to find some other place. And there's others who are in a career, they're fine, but there's something to do with the home. So I feel like there's either or coming through here. And neither is better than the other. I have to stress that. Neither is a better situation. I don't know why this camera's going a bit wobbly. But neither is a better situation than the other. Neither is something that I'd prefer it to be this. Because I feel it adds stress on you no matter what. It's going to bring itself out in different forms of anxiety. And as we know, Virgo, you're very sensitive and you do suffer, unfortunately, from anxiety. So I feel like this is going to be something that's just a feeling of needing to be out of your comfort zone a little bit, or you're trying to figure something out. However, I should really go through them first, shouldn't I? So we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. At the bottom we had the Queen of Cups. So let's have a look and see how they all interact with each other. So here you have the Five of Pentacles, and you also have another five, which is the Hierophant. Now 5 is often about adversity, and you may be feeling a little bit of that this month. You may be feeling either your stresses are catching up to you, or you have this feeling of health and imbalance, and you feel a little bit like you're bonded or bondaged to something that is not of your creation or is not of your making. So the Five of Pentacles very much is about having that feeling of insecurity and worry, but the Hierophant is mostly about having that belief in yourself and the belief systems, the education in yourself, sometimes conformity. But what I get from the cards, which is most important, is a feeling of needing to kind of come around in yourself, really. I mean, the two fives together are very much about uniting despite the adversity that's around you at this point in time, and having that sense of searching and that guidance, maybe with a little bit of solitude. But for some of you, I think it's, I want to change. I really, really, really want to change. And it may be that you don't really know how to change it, or it could be that you're worried that if you do change it, you're going to be left out in the storm. The feeling that I got from this card, first of all, was any port in the storm, anywhere I want to go, anywhere I want to be. you know, just get me there. And that may be the wrong thing to do. I think that, okay, there's so many layers to you, Virgo. It's really difficult to pick out one because I think there's so many different things. Okay, so I'm just going to see how I can describe this. So for some of you, it's you've already left and you just want to get the next thing. For another of you, this is not just career, by the way, this is anything. So it could be that you've left a partner and you wanted to find another partner because you're really needing them. So there's that kind of angle as well. For some of you, it's that you're wanting to get out of somewhere, or you're wanting to, you know, leave, or you're wanting to find somewhere new, but because of your own inner conformity, and I must do it this way. It must be done by the book. I cannot just say screw it and try something new. Because of your conformity, on being led sometimes by what parents think. So this could be you and somebody else, parents, by what your family expects of you, by what your family needs, by what a loved one needs. Because of that, it could be that you are feeling yourself boxed in, and that is why you're feeling a little bit anxious and you want to leave. So see how I mean? There's so many different layers that are coming through here. It's very difficult to explain all of them, but I do feel that there's so much coming through for you in general that is positive, that should only be a blip on your radar. And we have the Queen, the King. So I do feel that there's a lot going on. I mean, they even match this card here. If you can see the brunette and the blonde, and you've got the brunette and the blonde here. So it could be the fact that you have this sort of down-to-earth scenario and very disciplined, controlling person. Again, it could be parentals. Somebody who's very understanding, but also somebody who has their own view of the world and that's it. Nobody will change their mind. And it could also be that somebody really wants to have this, down-to-earth nurturing quality, wanting to spend time, but it could also be the fact that you want to change again. You want to have your outer world reflect how you want to feel inside. So if you're feeling cluttered inside, you want to make sure that your house is decluttered. If you want to change residence, then you want to feel like you have control over that. There's so many different things that are coming through that I feel is kind of like you're almost there to where you want to be, but you're not quite, and that's making you kind of beat yourself up a little bit. But what's kind of coming through here for me is the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles saying, chill out. Chill out. You have unconscious awareness, you have potential, you have mystery, you have a lot of politics. I don't know why. Anyway, slip of the tongue, Freudian slip, who knows. You have a lot of potential that's coming through here. And I feel like this faith, because Seven's all about faith and vision and investment, you have this clarity that's coming through. You need to follow your intuition. You don't need to follow anybody else's advice. You need to follow that intuition, like, oh, well, if I don't have money, then I must do this. And that's going to sacrifice your common sense, your health, your feeling of your feelings. If you focus too much on the money of it, you're going to, destroy yourself. Anyway, that's me off my soapbox. But this kind of mystery, this intuition, this deep knowing, you just need to kind of tune into that a little bit more. And then I think you'll find exactly what you need to, and you can enjoy the harvest of what you're developing now. I mean, the grapes, you can eat them off, or you can develop them into wine, or you can develop them into anything you want to do. So I think it's kind of saying, develop your intuition, for sure. Develop that. Develop what's giving you time, what's giving you happiness. But the thing is here, right, okay, this is multi-layered and dimensional once again. It may seem on the surface that you have everything you want. Why are you anxious? It may be that you are striving and striving and striving for this picture. You don't have it yet. Why is it making you anxious? Is it because it's not actually what you want? Is it because this picture is what other people want for you and you feel left out? Is it because people are experiencing this and you feel that you're not and you want it? You have so much knowledge, you have so much inspiration, you have so much to give the world. Don't be focused on what your family expects. Don't be focused on what your loved one expects. Just be focused on what you want. So again, it could be like, well, I have everything I need. I have family, I have a loved one, I have whatever. Why am I still anxious? Why am I still feeling crap? Why? Because there's something not there for the soul. There's something not there for your soul. Or it could be, I'm striving for this, I haven't got it yet, I feel like such a failure. Is this really what you want though? Examine that. Maybe you're feeling anxious about it because you don't really want it. You know, that sort of feeling of, I'm striving for something that I'm not sure I believe in. That is something that you need to examine and see if there's something coming through here. You do have the Queen of Cups here, which is a very calm, intuitive and compassionate person. So it could be a Cancerian, a Scorpio or a Pisces. It could be a group of women, even sometimes, that you connect with, coven or just a writers group or something like that. But it does feel very much like you have something to give. You have this potential coming through. You have this unique empathy that you give to others, but you're not listening to it, to yourself. You're not listening to your own empathy to yourself, which is something that you need to do. And I'm saying this at Halloween. You know, the veil is at its thinnest. We're getting all the information through. You need to treat yourself with more empathy, Virgo. You need to do what the fuck it is you want to do. Sorry for my swearing, but you do, because I'm feeling this very, very strongly. I'm feeling this very, very strongly for you. And I feel as though there's a lot that you need to accomplish. Higher ground. You feel like you're drowning at the moment. You feel like you're going under with some things. You feel like you're burying yourself in everything else that people want. And I think this is something that you need to challenge others and also challenge yourself. You are growing, you are blooming, you have the potential to, I was going to say spread your seed everywhere, but that sounded really wrong. You have this ability to just spread and grow and explore and find and be uniquely, organically who you are. But the issue is you feel confined by something and you need to organize that and see how that goes. Okay, I hope this was really helpful for you. And, you know, at the bottom of my heart, Virgos, you are some of the sweetest people. You're just too hard on yourselves. And you really need to wake up a little bit and see that when other people try and give you advice that say, you know, dump that person or dump this job or dump this house, they're not saying it to get at you. They're saying it to help you. Sometimes. Use your intuition. Use the thing. But for the most part, they are trying to help you because sometimes you just don't help yourself because you're very much focused on others. So don't feel like compromising. Just do what you want to do. And if you need any advice or help, do let me know and we'll get you a reading sorted and we can arrange that for you. If you want to leave a comment below as how this pertains to you, that's great. Thank you so much. I love hearing from you. But in the meantime, I look forward to reading for you in December. We have the end of year ones coming up and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.